Today on Fatty's Feast, we are back out at the Blackstone cooking up the last meat in our tender filet box, sirloin steaks with a side of broccoli. Let's get started. What's going on, everyone? I don't know if you can see it on camera. You can see my breath. It's the first time this year that it's extremely cold out here in Connecticut. It's like mid-30s. Not extremely cold for what we normally have in the winter, but it's getting there. Winter's coming. Did my leaves the other day. Everything's just miserable. So we're out here at the Blackstone. We're gonna cook up some delicious sirloin steaks and some broccoli, and it's gonna be delicious. As always, if it's your first time tuning in, welcome. Glad to have you here. My name is Josh. We do flat top videos. We do smoker videos. If you find value in today's video, please hit the like button, drop us a comment on things you want to see, and subscribe if you're, willing, if you really love us. And for all returning subscribers, welcome back. So the griddle's nice and hot, but before I do anything, I'm going to throw down my oven-safe bowl, and I'm going to put a healthy amount of butter in there to let it melt down while we're doing everything else. Next, I'm going to put some oil down. And I have an entire head of broccoli. I'm going to throw down right here on a medium heat. I'm just going to mix this broccoli up, get some oil on it all over. Throw some oil on top. Mix it one more time. Move this thing into the heat a little bit. There we go. And we season with salt, freshly ground black pepper. Give it a mix. And while I prepare the steak, I'm going to throw my basting cover on, otherwise it's going to take forever. So what I have here, like I mentioned, are 2 6-ounce sirloin steaks from our tender filet box. They've been in the freezer for some time. Obviously you can see this one here has a little bit more color than this one. I'm going to eat them both because I'm extremely fat. So let's get them seasoned. I'm just going to throw a little bit of oil on there with my gloved hand, pat that in, or rub it in. We're just staying simple today, guys. We're doing some salt. Taking my glove off because I forgot I need to put pepper on here. So we're doing pepper as well. Freshly ground pepper. And we're going to mop up a little bit just on the sides. Want to make sure all sides are seasoned. More salt on the other side. Copious amounts of black pepper as well, as always. And we'll use the other side of this to mop up again. Make sure everything's coated. We're really making sure we're getting all sides here. Looks good. We're going to let them rest for a few minutes before we throw them on. Let's take a look at our broccoli. It's steaming itself out pretty well. Getting a nice char. What I'm going to do to prevent burning, I'm just going to throw some water on top of it. Really steam it out. Now that our butter seems to be melting down a little bit, let's give it a nice stir. I'm going to throw a good amount of garlic in there. And you can't go wrong with some thyme. I don't even know why I'm using the spoon. There we go. Get a lot of it in there. Stir it up like so. And this is going to start to smell amazing in about 30 seconds. You know what, while we're at it, I only got this amount of butter left. Let's just throw this on top of the broccoli. Let's get to our steaks. Oil down on the hot side. This is extremely hot. Highest we can go. And we're going to lay our steaks down away from us, as always. I don't really know why that makes a difference. The oil's not going to splash on me, but there we go. Make sure they're even. Get a nice char on them. Let's look at our broccoli again. The butter's melting in. Give it another stir. Now you'll notice I have this big thing in there. I love this part of the broccoli. I don't know why many people don't like it. It's not aesthetically pleasing, but I love it. So I'm going to eat it. We'll throw this back on. Enjoying my normal low-carb Bush Light while I'm out here enjoying the cold weather. I'm going to let these steaks go for probably about 3 minutes aside. We'll see what happens. They're just about an inch thick. So not my preferable amount of thickness, 1.5 inches, you know, but they're gonna be good. I'm not worried. Gonna turn the broccoli down just a tad. Let's give it another look. I just don't want to burn it, so I'm gonna keep looking at it, but it's getting there. I like this char on it. And I'm gonna use this piece to actually test it, to see where it's at. And it's getting there, not done yet. Just because I'm gonna throw a little more pepper on there, because I think some of it got washed off. Just a little bit more salt. And let's steam it again. All right, these have got to be looking good now. Let's see. Oh, look at that crust. Gorgeous crust. So before I do anything, I'm gonna take it, I'm just gonna flip it like this. Try to get some of that fat rendered on this side. Let's look at this one. Not as good, but looks really good, in my opinion. Oh no, don't fall. What are you doing? There we go. That's science right there. Broccoli, again. Just gonna keep stirring it, make it cook evenly. Just gonna take a little bit of this part here. Guarantee it's not done yet. Or hot. Oh. Why would I expect anything else? It's almost done. It's almost to where I like it. Once again, guys, your best friend is a meat thermometer. So the steaks are nowhere near to where I want them. I'm looking for a medium rare. They're getting there quick, though. They just went up like 5 degrees. I'm just going to do this side now. Getting a little firmer. Oh, God. I don't want to destroy the crust. While we're at it, let's throw some of this garlic butter on here. Just going to throw it down like so. And I'm going to save some for serving too. That looks good. I got a few teaspoons probably left for serving. I'm just going to keep checking this temperature as much as I can. So this one, that's done. We're going to have carryover temp. I'm going to take this one off. I just give it a flip just to get that garlic. Yeah, not as good of a crust on this side, but just want a little bit of crust on that garlic. There we go. Let's give this one another flip too. Do the same thing. I'm going to take this one off. Just going to move some of this garlic and butter over to this one. Looking at the broccoli again. It's looking real good. Actually, if I were to guess, it's probably done. Oh yeah. Yep, broccoli's done. So I'm gonna take this off. Actually, I might be able to eat this all tonight. We'll see. Take the temp again. Yep, we're good. This one is coming off. Let me just get some of this goodness scraped off here. Just gotta throw it in here. Why not? Give it a nice mix. Oh yes, looks delicious. And we'll throw this on once we let the steaks rest and cut them open. All right, guys, we have our plate here. I'm gonna let these rest for about 10 minutes, but I'm gonna do it inside because, like I said, it's like in the 30s out here. So let's go inside, let them rest, we'll cut them open, and we'll do a taste test. Okay, we're back in the house. Hi, Jameson. Are you gonna help me cut? Yeah. All right, so I have my basting cover on. Quick tip, use this to keep your food warm. And we have been resting these now for 10, 15 minutes. Let's cut into them and then we'll try them. All right, let's take this one first. I'm just gonna do a cross section, see how they look. Actually, I'll just take both of them at the same time. Why not? They feel great. Cut here. That's what we're working with on the first one. Nice and pink in the center. Not really, really pink, but pink enough. And then I think this is going to be the better one to my liking. Crust is nice. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. That's my preferable medium rare-ish cut. You know, this one's medium, more so. This one's medium rare. There is a cat hair on the cutting board. That's awesome. So I'm just going to cut this like so. Like I said, I am devouring this entire thing tonight. We can take this, put it on our plate. Then we'll take this one. There's a nice crust. You can't really hear it, but there is a crust on here. And these are cooked to perfection, so I'm not using any kind of sauce or anything like that. And then we'll take these, put them on. And I'm just going to lay these out nice and evenly. I'm doing it the opposite way of the camera, I know. Don't yell at me. Let's turn it around. There you go. And then I'll take some of this stuff. I'm just going to drizzle it on. Probably should have used a little bit more butter, but I needed some for the broccoli. So it is what it is. And here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it a try. I don't know if I said it yet. Don't judge me on that cutting board I was using, that plastic one. The other ones I have, like all of my cutting boards are in the dishwasher. I have my wooden one. I didn't feel like cleaning it, so I didn't take it out. But without further ado, I'm going to try the broccoli first because it's, I don't want to say it's the least appealing, but, you know, it's not steak, so. Some of that steak juice really got in there. Delicious. But that's good. Cooked to perfection, as always. And now, some of this steak. Nice piece here. Looks so perfect. Guys, this is why I say get a meat thermometer, because you don't want to take chances with your steak. You know, get a good meat thermometer. Get a Thermapen. Not a sponsor. I'm not an affiliate of them either, but get a Thermapen. Spend that $60 because you can cook meat to how you like it and you're not going to dry it out. You're not going to burn it. The amount of times I have dried out steak is unreal because I was using a crappy meat thermometer. I don't go by touch. I don't stop with the whole I can go by touch. I can do that. No, just get a meat thermometer. It takes all the guesswork out. There's no reason for that. Oh, it's so good. You have $60. Just use that investment or donate it to me. I can give you my Venmo. Either or, just do it. It's so good. This is a great meal. This is probably the best meat in that tender filet box. And it's sirloin. Like I said, it's not the most attractive steak. Kind of steak, cut of steak, whatever you want to call it. But it's so good when cooked on the Blackstone Griddle at a proper temp to perfection with a garlic, butter, thyme, I don't want to say marinade, a glaze, I guess you would call it. So good. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Fatty's Feast. Please like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want to do. I love you all. And I thank you once again for watching. It means a lot to me personally. Until next time, everyone, I'm going to go be fat. But you stay safe, you stay happy, stay healthy, and most of all, stay tubby.